Join me today as we explore the wonderful world of music.
Yeah. Music. It's my life. My one and only true love.
Music is known as the composition, art, or science of sound. It is impossible to know where music came from, but we do know that civilizations like the Aztecs and African tribes used singing and dancing to pass down their history, celebrate, and to portray their emotions actively. Moving a little east, we know that 8,000 years ago, the Chinese were also on the course of music, having archaeologists today find bone flutes and art. However, music was only meant for the wealthy until the Tang dynasty. Many traditional instruments were then invented, and the opera was widely popular. Moving back to the old boot in the Dark Ages, music was all about religion. In the 1500s, during the Renaissance time, Elizabethan music was introduced, with the lids and stuff. Also in Italy, early operas and overtures were developed. Church choir became awfully common, and they started going from major systems to minor systems all in one song. Going to the 1600s, somewhere else in Europe, composers of the Baroque era started popping up everywhere, from Pachelbel, Handel, and even Bach. The orchestras and preludes were born. With this, two more influential eras began coming. We have our classical, and alas, our romantic. And now to the 1900s. It all started out with the blues, which originated from times of slavery. Blues turned to jazz, which developed into country and original rock and roll. In the 60s came British invasion and the hippie folk music. In the 70s, it was all about the disco. There was also arena rock and first generation R&B. Aerosmith came later, as well as Kiss. And in the good old 80s, funk came to us. And as we all know and love, there were boy bands in the 1990s, and techno and rap. Which brings us to now. Lady Gaga, Fever Fever, and well, maybe turn on your radio, or go shopping, or sing the Canadian anthem. Turn on your TV, or maybe an elevator.
What's good? This is Amir. Music is a form of art and expression that's expressed differently, obviously, depending on who's the creator. As you know, there are tons and tons of different artists, tons and tons of different songs, tons and tons of different genres. Those can all be considered different forms of art that people come up with depending on what their mood might be, what may have happened in their lives. Music is definitely a form of art and expression, similar to painting or writing or any other form of expression.
When people ask us what our main inspiration for songwriting or doing music is, I think it would have to be the influence of life experiences, whether it be good or bad. Everyone goes through something, and especially during the tough times, I think that's when the really good songs come out for us.
Take a look at the next video and you'll see how speaking is a form of music.
When she springs, I hope you're ready, because she can set your soul on fire with just a touch. Now, I know this may be a bit much for you to manage, but I guess those are the struggles of having the personality of a cabbage, so let me break it down for you.
I thought I was having a heart attack the day I first saw her. My heart was as rhythmic as a child banging on pots and pans. Because she is dynamic. Love at first sight is an understatement. No, to me she is all five senses. Ground and blended, she is more potent than the most copious amounts of caffeine. She will keep me up for days, and I spend those nights thinking about how she came into my life.
Let's take a look at math now. See, math and music are both universal languages, and there's a lot of math found within music.
And music is all about patterns, and math is also a lot about patterns. And of course you've got counting the beat and keeping the time and different time signatures, and yeah, so a lot of math and music.
The next few videos are gonna get a little sciencey. See, music is sound, and sound is science. So music is technically science. Have you seen instruments? They're very hard to get on the right tone.
When I pluck this string, it's shoving back and forth against the air molecules around it, and they push against other air molecules, though they're not literally hitting so much as getting too close for comfort, until they get to the air molecules in our ears, which push against some stuff in our ear, and then that sends signals to our brains to say, "Hey, I am getting pushed around here. Let's experience this as sound."
So how many of you guys own one of these bad boys? Yep. A lot of science knowledge went into these. Probably took a genius to create. Music never dies. Music is a trend that spreads all around the world.
Well, if you look at the majority of songs, they're either about love or some sort of social message, whether it be political change, protest songs, and I think it's a great way to express yourself and get your message out.
We are able to manipulate music now, and you will see that here.
Music playing right now, by the way, was designed by sound therapists. It's called weightless, and it was constructed to biologically be the most relaxing noise possible. It causes your brain waves and your heart rate to synchronize. According to the researchers, the next most relaxing songs ever made in order are these.
There's also a book right here called How to Tune Your Brain, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It shows you the songs that can help you get motivated, to help control pain, or to even help you focus. Here I took a clip from a movie, muted the sound, and put in my own music, and let's see how it affects mood. Now let's rewind that for a sec.
You can use it to celebrate. I like listening to music when I work, on the way to work, even when I sleep. It's very important. It's something to be celebrated that humans can put so much emotion into beautiful sound and lyrics.
Music is important to us because it is an avenue in which we get to express ourselves, and we can really just be free and come from the heart and really just express ourselves in a way that's dynamic, that is quite complex. It's a language that few people understand per se, but everyone enjoys.
Dude, calm down. It's not a ghost, it's just music. You can't touch music.
But music can touch you.
So get out there and enjoy our world of music.
I want a library full of our stories, a ship to keep our memories afloat. I wanna hit rewind, play back 100 times the moment when our hearts aligned. La 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 la. Forget the air I'm breathing instead. get to exhale, exhale. I'll be down, you be my offbeat. Let's make rhythm in harmony. Walks around 3/4, 'cause you put the art in my heart.